And Christy Paul joins us now, and it's so nice to have you with us.
Thank you, Wendy.
And I read your book, Love Isn't Supposed to Hurt. I couldn't put it down. When you were in that 4-year marriage, of course it started out, you thought, you know, you were going to have the fairy tale. But when you began to recognize the abuse, how did that make you feel to endure that daily abuse?
You know, you feel worthless already because of the things that are being said to you and screamed at you and the names that you're being called. But then I think compounding it, every time you stay, that worthlessness just settles in a little bit more because you know on some level what's happening to you is wrong.
In the book, you talk about your Christian faith helped you really survive this. How did your faith help you?
Well, I've always had my faith in my life. I mean, I've grown up in the church. My family is a family that prays together and prays for each other, and I feel that strength. There was a time when I was praying so hard that God would heal this marriage, and it wasn't happening, and I felt like God abandoned me. But I realized at some point, when I started to turn into that zombie and not allow myself to have any emotions, this is not what God meant for me to be. I can't make my ex-husband, husband at the time, can't make him less angry, can't make him stop drinking, but I can control myself. And at some point, I think I just realized I'm not serving my purpose by being in this marriage and letting it stifle me.
You were so committed to the marriage because you believed that it's sacred, and it is sacred, but what was the straw that broke the camel's back that gave you the courage to leave?
I think that was it. I think it was realizing that I am meant for more.
You are now married again, remarried almost 10 years with 3 beautiful daughters. When you were going through this, Christy, did you ever think that you would find happiness and true love?
No, and that is what I hope people take away from this, besides the fact that it's not okay what's happening to you and you can't let it really affect the rest of your life. You can't walk through life allowing this incident and other people's words to define you. But believe in second chances, because I'm not special. I mean, what happened to me can happen to anybody. I have learned when you look at somebody and what they have, rather than saying, oh, I'm happy for them, but that'll never happen to me, let that be proof to you that it can happen for you.
It can.
And no matter how far off the path you got that God had for you, God will get you back on that path once you surrender it to Him. And I am certain that that's exactly what happened to me. I'm confident in that. You've got to learn to see how something served you. And the thing is, I had to make a list of the benefits of verbal abuse, which sounds absolutely outrageous. When you make those lists, you're not saying it's okay that it happened to you, first of all. It was still wrong. But what you're saying is, I am not going to let this control me one more minute. And when you make when I made my list of how the benefits of verbal abuse, I realized I learned to set boundaries because of that marriage that I clearly hadn't set before, that I needed to set. I became independent. I depended on God more. My capacity to forgive myself and other people expanded. When you can see how it served you, you can let go of how it's still haunting you and affecting you today.
Right. Christy Paul, headline news anchor and now author, Love Isn't Supposed to Hurt, available at bookstores everywhere. You want to get this. And Christy, we just thank you for being with us so much.
Thank you, Wendy.
God bless you.